This is Susan from Study This, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about creating the perfect master schedule. Now, I used this master schedule every single term since my freshman year, first term. It was an assignment for me to create this, and I loved it, so I used it every week, and so then I was like, okay, well, now I have to do it for the next term, so now I use it for every term. I'm in grad school now, and I still use it. So the first thing I want to talk about is that this is a master schedule, which means that it is a schedule for 1 week, but it's a typical week in your term. So it's whatever your obligations are for the whole week, for the whole term. So what you're going to use this every week, pulling it out and looking at what you're going to have to do every week. And so you're going to start with planning your most important things. So I have a whole other blog post on what the most important things are you should put down first. And then you're going to put secondary things like eating and sleeping and exercise. Not that those are secondary, but just probably not the first things you want to plan. You're going to want to plan those things around your most important things. And then after you have those all blocked out and put in, you're going to look and see when your free time is, and then you'll be able to schedule your study sessions and your anything else you need to get done. So here I'm going to show you my schedule. This is one that I created for you guys from my spring, based on my spring schedule from 2014. Okay, so here we start with, over here, we start with intervention. My internship. Intervention was in the name of the internship, that's why I got confused. Okay, so internship, and it was 9 hours a week. I put it in purple, and then I had class, and that was 7 hours a week because the internship was so big. And then I had work for as a nanny for 9 hours a week. And so now I'm going to show you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they're all very similar. So I would wake up. I would wake up at 7 every morning, and then I would get ready and eat breakfast for about a half an hour and just hang out, maybe watch the news. And then it took me about 20 minutes here to commute to my internship. So here I am commuting and then doing my internship for 9 hours. And then I had this weird time between work, or my internship, and lunch. And I always wanted to eat lunch around 12:30 because I really wasn't hungry before then. And so I had this weird hour and a half sometimes that I just didn't know what to do with, so I started doing errands, and this is when I got all my errands done. If I had to go to the post office, if I had to pick up a prescription, if I had to do extra grocery shopping, lots of things got done in this little hour. It was very convenient. And then I would go home and have lunch for about an hour, spend an hour making lunch, eating lunch, and then I would have another commute here to my work, to my nannying my kids. And so so then here's those 9 hours, and then after that I would always go grocery shopping after my internship before dinner, just because it was another one of those weird hours where I wanted to have something to do, but and so I didn't race home and scarf down a bunch of dinner. And so then I would eat dinner, take about an hour to make and eat dinner, and then I would read for a while and relax. And then I would go to do exercise, so I would drive to my aqua aerobics class, and then on Fridays I did Zumba with my friends. Aqua aerobics is so fun. If you haven't ever tried it, you have to try it. Okay, and then I would come home and study for like an hour or two before I went to bed, and I was almost always asleep by 10. Here you can see this is the 9 o'clock hour, but I was always, 9 o'clock hour, but I was usually always asleep or heading to bed around 10. Okay, so then we'll do Tuesday and Thursday, which were very, very different than my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So here you see I woke up at the same time, and then I would usually walk to class and eat breakfast at the same time or during class, which is probably not very good. And then you see here my classes in yellow, but I wrote the name of the classes, and then sometimes I would write the location of the classes, but by the end of senior year, I knew where all my classes were really well. I knew they were all almost always in the same building. So then I would schedule this snack here because I had that little kind of 20-minute gap or 10-minute gap, and all of my classmates and I would hang out, and I would eat a little snack, and then I would head to my next classes, and here's this big, huge chunk of classes. And then you can see here on Thursdays, I had this discussion period for an hour for one of my other classes. And so you can see here that I did that, but then on my twin day over here on Tuesday, during that time, I didn't have anything to do. So I looked at it and I said, okay, what can I do with that time? What what could I get done? And so what I did is I decided to study my notes either from the classes that I had just taken, or if I had a quiz coming up in this class or a test, then one of these classes, then I would study my notes over here, for those classes, and that turned out to be really, really helpful for me. And then I would go to yoga, and you can see here that I scheduled some free time after yoga because I was always just so relaxed and so just mellowed out that I wanted to keep that kind of going. So I would go for a drive, or I would like just read a good book for pleasure, or just, just really a good time to do anything that I wanted to do. Then I would cook myself some dinner, maybe cook dinner for me and my boyfriend, and then I would study for the rest of the night, writing papers, or reading articles, or planning papers, or editing papers, or having group meetings maybe. And then sometimes, I just didn't have that much homework to do, so I would watch TV or hang out with my boyfriend. Lots of fun stuff that you can always figure out what to do, but you always want to schedule studying first. Okay, so there's my schedule. And so you can see that it's all completely filled. You can see that every minute is planned except for sleeping, which I don't really schedule because, I know when I wake up and I know when I go to sleep. So, but I understand that for some people that's really important to plan sleeping. I never had a problem sleeping. I sleep a lot. So, and then I really want to point out the usefulness of blocking out and color coding everything. It looks pretty, but it's also really useful because once you put in the most important things and then the secondarily important things, you really see where are the blank spaces, where's the time. Like, I had a lot of free time in the evening, so what am I going to do with that free time? And I had this, weird free time right here. What am I going to do with it? So I think that's really important to use that color coding and use that blocking out system. And so the way you're going to use this is that you create this and then you keep it in your planner, and then every week, maybe every Sunday or Monday, you go to open your planner and you look at what is coming in the next week and what is different about that week compared to this typical week. So do I have a meeting? Do I have a concert that I want to go to? Do I have an extra study session with friends that I really want to work in? So you write those in first, and then write in your obligations and see what needs to be moved around. Am I not going to be able to study those notes because I'm going to have a meeting with friends? Or, am I not going to get that free time after yoga that I really want? And how can I move that somewhere else so I can have that free time? So I think that that's really important. That's why we make this, is so that we can use it every week in planning out our week. So I think that's about it. Sorry for talking so fast. Also, sorry I'm sniffly. I'm a little sick still. But yeah, please like and share this video, and just, get it out there. Use this. It's so helpful. It helped me every term. It still helps me every term. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.